Welcome back, Mountaintop Homesteaders. Wanted to give you guys a quick update. I have been kind of missing off the channel. We got a lot of new subscribers. Thank you everybody for those subscriptions, and make sure you hit that bell, hit that like button, and so you can continue following us. So we're almost up to 200 subscriptions, so that's great. I'm excited about that. As you can see behind me, we've had quite a snowstorm and ice storm the past couple days here in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Things are hopefully going to calm down the next few days, but we'll see how that goes. Wanted to give everybody a little update on what's going on. First, I'm going to walk down and just walk around the house while we're having a little chat. I'm going to give you a quick look at what we got going on here snow-wise. Give you a little view of our trees. The birds are starting to come out, so I'm hoping spring will be here pretty soon. All right, now back to the good stuff. So a couple things we got going on. We're getting ready to sow our seeds. Next weekend is when we plan on sowing our seeds. Indoors, of course. We're still down in the low 20s. So, of course, nothing will survive out here in the low 20s, even in our greenhouses and stuff. But gonna get that started next week. And today's fun. Let me show you what I got going on. Got our lovely ladies here, 7 of them. People that have been following the channel know that I have 8 hens. We had to put one in the garage because she got kind of beat up. Didn't start having a problem with the ladies until recently, when they've been stuck in the coop because they didn't want to come out, or they've been stuck underneath the run. And just due to the snow that was in their run, they were stuck under the coop itself, actually. As you can see, some of them, right here, they're getting pecked pretty bad. So I've got a Moran, one of the Morans, who has not been pecked. She is a nice big bully. So today's fun, we're gonna be spreading on some stuff that is supposed to help stop the pecking. I'll get it here on camera and we'll see how it goes. It's called Pick No More Cover-Up Lotion. So apparently you spread this on the area where the pecking is going on, and I believe it is sour to the chickens, but I did not know that chickens could taste sourness. So anyways, this will be my fun now, and I'm going to go ahead and get started in a second, but I wanted to let you guys know the other plans we got going on with the run here. I think just due to the pecking, and I think they might be a little bit of overcrowding, I'm going to go ahead and expand out the run another 3 feet. So as you know, this is the chicken run from Omelet USA. And it just comes in sections. You can see we've got 1, 2, 3 sections, so we've got 9 feet. I'm gonna go ahead and dig out the hillside a little bit here, so I can put another 6-foot section in. And we'll probably keep it uncovered. I'll probably keep the covers as is. They do a great job, but I want them to have some exposure to the elements when they want to, the sun and that sort of thing in the springtime. But so far so good. You can see the ice on here. Everything we got going on. It's a great time out here in the homestead up in the mountains. So the chicken coop itself, I'm very impressed with. I love that it's plastic. That plastic has been a big savior, I think, in this the snow and ice storms we've had this year. I'm able to open it and collect the eggs. Right now we're getting about 6 eggs a day, which I think is the average that we'll continue to have, because they're, these hens don't lay every single day. They're not laying 360 eggs a year, that sort of thing. So, but a couple more things. I know for the new subscribers, I'm just gonna go over this real quick before I start working on the ladies. In this section here, I'm going to make 2 above ground beds. They're approximately 4 by 10 feet long, and that'll allow us to do some outdoor planting and growing. I'll probably end up covering them with some type of bird netting. That'll keep the squirrels, the birds, and the deer out of there. The cattle panel greenhouse has held up great. We seem to warm up enough during the day that the snow melts off of it. You can see here I was kind of picking at the ice. This shows you what we got going on with the ice. I picked a hole. This is the greenhouse covering, and then you've got this thick ice that's in there right now. So I'll be glad when winter is done. Our other greenhouse is pretty neglected. The other idea I have with it for this coming spring, if I can get it open, with the greenhouse number 1 as we call it, I'm gonna go ahead and put raised beds here on both sides. So there'll be 2 feet of walk space, approximately as big as that window there, a little less. And there'll be a raised bed along this side and a raised bed along that side. And this will mainly be for our lettuces and kales and that sort of thing. And then the other side, on this side, we're gonna have herbs and everything else. And we'll see how that goes. So that's my plan. And I'm also lastly going to do a little update to our irrigation. So let me go over and show you that. So irrigation wise, we are doing 100 gallons. I'm going to add the blue barrel that we have over on greenhouse 1 right here next to the window, and that'll give us 150 gallons of water. And what I'll do is I'm going to run the hose that you've got sitting there. I'm going to run that hose back up like I normally do, but I'll have a splitter somewhere either in the greenhouse or outside of the greenhouse, and I'll be able to utilize the solar still that I have in here, and it can pull from the hose as well as the solar I have in here, the pump, and it'll be able to pull from the hose also. So that's the plan, that we've got one source we're pulling from this year and not the 2 different sources. The reason behind that is I'm not getting enough water off of the little gutters in greenhouse 1. I absolutely love this greenhouse, but the amount of water that is coming off of it, hopefully you guys can still hear me through this stomping, but the amount of water that's coming off of this greenhouse is not enough. That's all frozen, but it's not enough to sustain the growth in the greenhouse itself. So like I said, I'll go ahead and move this barrel over to the other side. We'll have 150 gallons, and I'm hoping that'll hold out when we do have these droughts and everything in the summertime up here, because last year we did have a pretty good drought and I ended up having to use the well water from the mountain where we live, and it was pretty expensive. Here's just a peek inside the greenhouse. All cleaned out, and I'll need to come through, do a little bit of weeding and clean up things a bit, but can't wait to get planting. Very excited about this growing season. We're expanding the ability of how much we're growing on the homestead this year, and just overall excited about it. I think each year we learn a little bit more, and this coming 2021 season we're going to also do a little fall planting in this greenhouse, so I think that'll be great. So let me go ahead and get started with the ladies, and I will come back and we'll follow up with what we got going on. Just got done with the ladies. That was 10 minutes of fun trying to corral them. So this stuff is, if you can see on her back, it's purple in nature, and so I read online that you want to use a plastic gloves when you're doing this. And everybody got treated except for the bully Moran. And in case some of you ask, I did hold them down a couple weeks ago and checked them for mites, so it's not mites. And I've been out here when the pecking has been going on, and also there's been some issues in the coop. So I'm hoping this will help solve the problem a little bit. And let me put this back. and make them a little bit happier. So along with that, like I said, expand out the run another 6 feet, and we'll see if this year we can get them out and in the grass and put up a little poultry netting so they can run around the backyard a little bit. But that's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see. So they're no worse for the wear. My plan is I got to go finish the other white Easter egger and give her a little bit of this stuff where she was having the sore, the open wound that the other hens were pecking. She is in the garage. I'm going to introduce her at night. Our friends down at Moon Gap Acres suggested that I introduce her at night. I did introduce her a week ago in the daytime, and there was a little bit of pecking order issues, and they were trying to get her back in her spot, and they ended up opening the wound up again in doing so. So I'll introduce her tonight, and we'll see how that all goes. See if I can zoom in on the... Yeah, it's hard to see. I'll put the link to this peck stop stuff online, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know how well it works, how often we're going to have to, you can see there's a little bit going on there, how often I have to reapply it either. So we'll see. They're going to go to roost in about 2 to 3 hours, so hopefully this kind of dries on them tonight, and we'll see what they do. Well, thanks for following along today, everybody, from the snowy, icy High Knob and Blue Ridge Mountains. I think the chickens will be fine. I know it's cold out and they're perfectly protected. They're nice and warm. I did check each one when I was holding them down. You could feel the warmth and everything on them, and they're still happy. They're eating. They're doing their thing. So I think they'll be just fine. I'll continue to watch them. I'll do an update on how that went. How the blue stuff worked, and again, like I said, I'll post that link on the in the section below so you guys can grab that. I'll also post the link for the spray that I used. I was originally using the hydrogen peroxide because I didn't have this specific chicken spray. It's a wound healer type thing. I believe it's natural, but I did get that in, and from checking the Easter egger just now, it's looking real good. The wound looks good. I think I can introduce her tonight with the rest of the flock, and we'll see how she does. But anyways, God bless you guys. Love you guys. And remember, hit that like button, subscribe button, and keep watching for more fun as we expand our homestead this coming season.